This is the Thayer Podcast for Thursday, April 18th, 2024. We all know that men and women have been cursed ever since the serpent in the Garden of Eden convinced the woman that it was okay to eat the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God had specifically commanded that Adam was never to eat the fruit from that tree, or he would surely die. Well, Genesis 3 tells us that both Adam and his wife's eyes were opened, and that newly blessed with the knowledge of good and evil, they suddenly realized they were both naked. So they sewed some fig leaves together and made themselves aprons to cover their private parts. And then they went and hid in among the trees. Well, along with the serpent, they got caught. And just like misbehaving 5-year-old's mommy, God was not pleased. God hissed at the serpent, and as punishment he cursed it above all cattle and every beast of the field, removing its legs and forcing it to crawl on the ground and eat dust for the rest of its life. And God told the serpent, known from then on as the snake, that he and that woman would detest each other forever as mortal enemies. He turned to the woman and said, "From now on, your desires will be only for your husband. You will have enormous pain and sorrow during childbirth, and that man will rule your life." Then Adam got both barrels, because you listened to that woman, and after I told you not to, and because you went ahead and ate that fruit anyway. The Garden of Eden is now only dirt to you, and you can eat thorns and thistles and herbs and sweat-laced bread for the rest of your life. And when you die, and you'll return to the ground because you're made of dust, and that's what you will become again. At this point, the conversation gets a little muddled, but suffice it to say that God took mercy and created clothing for Adam and his wife, even as he informed them that they were to leave Eden and would never be allowed back because they were, as the serpent had said, like gods now, knowing the difference between good and evil. God decided that Adam must not be allowed to live forever by eating the fruit from the tree of life. And for that reason, the man and the woman were driven out of the garden to a place where Adam would till the ground from which he was taken. For that, Adam finally understood his place. A day late and a dollar short, but he got it. He and the woman were to be everyone's parents. So Adam called his wife Eve, because she was the mother of all humanity. And to assure that neither Adam nor any of his extended family would ever be allowed to enter the garden again, God stationed a number of giant angel-like creatures, better known as cherubims, along with a flaming sword that had a life of its own, to stand guard at the east entrance to Eden. So that's how we all came to be. Bible says that Mary was the mother of Jesus Christ, but Eve was the mother of us all. Next, we'll get an idea how Adam's family got started and how Cain and Abel and Enoch came to be. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Simplify.